The politics of our country seems to be getting out of hand. President William Ruto has resulted in the anarchy form of politics, which he takes it upon himself to decide who is innocent and who is not. Why am I saying this? Now, if you all know, a sponsored hashtag has been making headlines on social media, and hashtag arrest Jimmy Wanjigi. This is a state-sponsored hashtag because every time that Jimmy Wanjigi has spoken to through the media stations, Jimmy Wanjigi has given credible information to the public in regards to the Ruto's government and how they sabotaged the economy of the Republic of Kenya. As we speak right now, the information that we have, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations officers are currently tracking down businessman Jimmy Wanjigi, come politician, to try and put Jimmy Wanjigi under arrest for the claims that Jimmy Wanjigi is the man that is funding tomorrow's demonstration, the Nane Nane March. But truth be told, politics of this type have been known to happen in our country, Kenya. Not today, not tomorrow, but not today, not yesterday, but since time immemorial. As we are speaking right now, and a hashtag arrest Jimmy Wanjigi is the number one hashtag on social media. And this is not a legit hashtag. It is a state-sponsored hashtag to try and discredit Jimmy Wanjigi for the credible information that she has been feeding to the public in regards to how Ruto's government has been functioning. Now, all we know is that right now, the opposition of the Republic of Kenya was crippled when Raila Amolo Odinga I almost said Raila Ojinga. Raila Amolo Odinga joined the Ruto's regime. So meaning we don't have the required opposition in our government and in our country to try and keep the government in order. Now, once they're saying this, truth be told, that right now the information that we are receiving is that they are credible information that sponsored goons are meant to invade tomorrow's demonstrations. Now, these sponsored goons are state-sponsored goons in regards to the information that we are receiving. I want you to listen. It is not out of order for a president to feel that he has to take the necessary measures to remain in power. Now, these measures that President William Ruto is taking are termed irrelevant by some of the people in our republic because he has proven beyond reasonable doubt that he is willing to go to an extent of arresting young men and women and also provoking the extrajudicial killings and police brutality in our country, Kenya. Now, what I'm saying is, I want to read a few posts by Honorable Jimmy Wanjigi through his Instagram page so that you will get to understand the point why Jimmy Wanjigi is being targeted by the Republic of Kenya and mostly President William Ruto's government. Honorable Jimmy Wanjigi, he is a businessman and he has been so open in trying to speak against the anarchy government of President William Ruto. Because this is a dictatorial regime. And do you know what we call a dictatorial regime? It's a regime that imposes what it believes in, trying to hurt the republic, to hurt the people of the Republic of Kenya. Now, I want you. There is a certain guy on Twitter. He is a sponsored guy with with an hashtag wanted. Jimmy Wanjigi is wanted for financing anarchy in Kenya. They are calling him enemy of peace number one. All peace-loving Kenyans to salimia Jimmy Wanjigi and remind him we love people. Reward Kenyans' peace and stability. Truth be told, Jimmy Wanjigi has proven beyond reasonable doubt that he has credible information on what goes on inside President William Ruto's government. Are you getting me? So now, why does Ruto want to arrest people like Jimmy Wanjigi? Reminding you that these people are the finances of the economy of the Republic of Kenya. These are the people that are the backbone to the economy of our republic. People like Jimmy Wanjigi, people like Manu Chandaria, people like businessman, the Indians in Parklands, the people like SK Masharia. It's because Ruto is in fear. And he has to find an scapegoat of what they plan to do tomorrow. Because they are planning to plant goons in the demonstrations. Some videos have been going viral on social media where I have seen boda riders in police stations being mobilized on how they will carry out their operations tomorrow. Now, let me remind you who is out there believing that because you have been given 1,000 Kenyan shillings to cause mayhem tomorrow that you will escape the wrath of the law. No, you won't. And you think because you are paid 1,000 to cause mayhem that the police are on your side. Oh, dear brother, they are not. Because once a police officer decides to fire a bullet, he doesn't care whether you are a peaceful demonstrator or a sponsored goon. No. So, tomorrow is the 99 March. But our country is treading on a wrong path. You all told us that tomorrow is the month of all demonstrations. We are waiting to see. We shall be there. We shall try to cover the whole story. But truth be told, you have to look at this in another perception. The perception of deceit, where people will be cheated to go into the street with the aim of vandalizing people's property. Now, let's take it into consideration as we march into the streets tomorrow on our 99 March. Remember, the president has taken an oath that he will do everything in his power. It doesn't matter whether you are youths, it doesn't matter whether you are kids, to maintain his presidency. That is something that you must take into consideration as you march into the streets of Nairobi tomorrow. Now, the aim of the demonstrations of tomorrow, you need to outline your goals. You're saying that Ruto must go home. You are saying that this is an anarchy. Now, the people and the opposition is saying that these... Now, the opposition right now is the government. The opposition as the government is saying that this is an anarchy-sponsored regime by people like Jimmy Wanjigi. But truth be told, people that are sponsoring goons to go into the streets are people who are in the government of President William Ruto. I shall leave it there. I shall remind you that feel necessary to subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is Gekoi FM Podcast. Here we keep you updated with the latest political trends in our country. I go by the name of FK Mwenda. See you in our next video. Thank you. God bless you and God bless our great Republic of Kenya.